Good morning from beautiful Madison, Wisconsin. It's TeamStrub Day 67, and I am here in Wisconsin, in Madison, at Wisconsin Youth Company with Kay, the Executive Director. So, Kay, good morning. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for being here, Chris.
Thank you. And would you like to introduce yourself to the world and say hello?
Yes, I'm Kay Stevens. I'm the Executive Director of Wisconsin Youth Company. Been with the company since July of 2009. And we're where kids thrive beyond the school day. So we do out-of-school time programming and in 2 counties. Perhaps we're looking at expanding to a 3rd county. And we work in 10 different school districts at this time.
Fantastic, fantastic. So we're celebrating 40 years of the Wisconsin Youth Company. So
Yes.
a rich history here.
Yeah.
Talk a little bit about the growth of the organization.
It's been a great company to come into and with the strong history and traditions. Wisconsin Youth Company started in 1974 and really came about at the need for kids were going home after school to empty homes. It was called the latchkey kids at the time because they used to carry house keys around their neck.
Yeah.
And it seems hard to believe now, but
imagine
there
that
was
today.
there was just nobody addressing that problem of working mothers in the employment field. And so we were part of a pilot project, and then just continued on from there and became a local nonprofit. And we have several schools. We have 10 schools in Madison, and then we also have schools in Dane County and in Waukesha County.
Great, great. What sort of activities take place here during the day?
Our programming mostly takes place in the schools. So
Okay.
we have before school programs in the schools and in some schools, and after school programs. And then in our building, it's our administrative headquarters for the whole organization, and it's also the Elver Park Neighborhood Center. And in 2003, the city of Madison came to us and said, you're in a neighborhood that has some challenges, and we have kids that need programming after school, and because the distance from where they live to where they go to school and parents not being able to do transportation, they said, would you be interested in running a neighborhood center? So we took that challenge on, and we've been doing that since 2003. So we have a elementary program in this building, K-5, and that's a licensed program and accredited by the city of Madison. And then we also have a middle school and high school program.
Great, great. One thing that really stood out to me this morning, we had a chance to learn a little bit more about the cities. It doesn't have a cute acronym. Maybe that should be part of their branding progress here. But there's a very unique accreditation program here in the city of Madison. Can you tell me more about that?
Right. We just happened to have one of the city accreditors come out, and Madison is the only city in the country that has their own accreditation process. There are national accreditations for school-age programming and early childhood programming, but it is unique in Madison that we have a city program. And so the city accreditation, they develop standards, among the first in the nation to have standards, and it's really about quality. So licensing is a lot about the safety and that kind of thing, but accreditation really takes it a step farther, and it's about the quality. So they come and they observe our programs, and then are able to give our staff feedback on how we can continually improve.
And what sort of things have you learned from this accreditation process over the past few years?
Well, you saw our playground equipment.
Yeah.
And we're very close to Elver Park, and we've used that playground equipment. And but the accreditation process really brought up the need that we needed to have something right here for playground equipment. And so we don't have a lot of space, as you saw, but we were able to put in a few pieces that the children really enjoy, and that was one of the came out of observations.
Gotcha.
Accreditation.
Yeah, there's some fun stuff out there. I had a chance to go. I didn't actually get to play. I didn't let the kids play. But there's a tetherball thing out there. That was a lot of fun. And there's actually a lot of really cool things I got a chance to see. We're teaching a fencing class this morning.
Right.
Which was really cool. So there's a lot of fun, exciting, different aspects to this organization. And if you check out their website, their Facebook page, we'll plug that again in a minute, but you can learn a lot more about that as we go. Another big thing we spoke a little bit in depth about this morning was the National After School Organization. Association.
Right.
I even wrote it down and got it wrong. 67 days in, forgive me.
Oh, that's great.
Okay, so talk about that program a little bit.
Well, we're affiliated with the National After School Association, and they have all the states have organizations that belong to that, and then individual people and individual organizations can belong. It's a membership association, and again, it's that networking, it's building the quality, it's setting the professional standards. It's looking at what competencies youth workers need to have and trying to really elevate the whole field of out-of-school time youth worker professionals.
And so, of course, you know, in this sector, the goal is not always necessarily to build Wisconsin Youth Company. It's to eradicate, you know, the number of kids that are not participating in a program like this.
Right.
Yes.
Right. I mean, the overall goal is to have children, you know, involved in enriching activities beyond the school day, and if we can provide that for children, that's great. If somebody else is providing it, that's great too. There are a lot of needs out there, and what we try to do as an organization is look at, you know, school districts will ask us to write a proposal if they feel that their school district needs a new after-school provider, or we look at things like the middle school, and more children are going to school districts in an effort to manage the school-age population and their demographics. Sometimes they're starting with middle school and 5th grade. Well, that's a younger child than parents might feel comfortable staying alone after school, or they also maybe don't have quite as many activities when they get a little bit older and they have all sports and everything else kicking in. So, you know, we're looking at taking our middle school U program that's been very successful in the summer in Dane County and experimenting with doing that during the school year. A little more club-based, not quite so activity-based as the younger children, and but yet the students will be able to come and go, so they can go to their chess club or whatever else they have. They can still participate in other things, but then they've got a place to come and have snacks, do their homework. They've got adults there that they know and can talk to, and just hang out with their friends and not be, you know, home alone.
Sure. A lot of activities going on here. You
Yeah.
know, we have food, we got admin staff. Where does the funding come from?
Well, the majority of our funding is for program fees. So since we've been set up to serve working families, the parents we have to pay tuition, and then we have, in Wisconsin, there's funding for families that are eligible for, that will cover some of their after-school tuition fees for any licensed program, which is one reason why we keep our programs licensed, because then they're eligible for that state funding. And then the accreditation City of Madison has additional funding available if families qualify, because the City of Madison values the fact that children can be in good quality after-school programs, and then their parents are better employees because they have peace of mind.
Sure.
The children are well cared for.
Sure.
So it's an investment on the city's part. And we also have scholarship program, and we try to raise more money. We could always use more money for our scholarship funds. So we also we have our neighborhood center, the Elva Park Neighborhood Center here, and we are just started to operate a new neighborhood center, Teresa Terrace, about just shy of a mile from here, that serves mostly the Falk Elementary School area, and both the neighborhood centers and the programming there are funded in part by the City of Madison and Dane County as well.
Great. Lots of great staff members here, but also volunteers. What is the role of volunteers at Wisconsin Youth Company?
We use volunteers in a variety of ways, and often it's the parent or somebody who is familiar with our program, and what we like the most is for them to come in and share their talents with the kids. And part of our objectives is for kids to pursue their personal interests, and hopefully find their passions. And so when we can have people come in and share their hobbies and talents and strengths with the kids, then the kids just say, well, I could do that, you know.
Sure.
And it gives them just experiences that we just try to introduce them to a wide variety of things.
Sure.
We don't focus on just sports or arts, or, you know. We also have good connections with in Madison, there's the University of Wisconsin, of course, and students from there come and teach science activities to the students at a lot of locations around Madison, not just with us, but that's a great collaboration that we have.
Great. You're not from Wisconsin.
No, I'm from Iowa.
So why Wisconsin? What brought you here, and what do you love about this area?
I actually came here most of my career. My career's been in youth development. My career's been with the Girl Scouts.
Mm-hmm.
So I came here with a job with the Girl Scouts, and then at the end of a merger, I wanted to stay in Madison. What I love about Madison is it's a great city, and I had been living in Colorado, because I mentioned to you about Fort Collins.
Fort Collins.
And I like the water, water and the green.
Sure.
And I mean, Colorado's got the mountains and got a lot going for it. Yeah. But having grown up in Iowa, this landscape is more home to me. So
great. And go Packers.
Go Packers, sure. You got to be a Packer fan and a Badger fan, or else keep a really low profile.
Yeah, I wanted to wait till the end of the interview to tell you that I'm a Cowboys fan.
Oh, no.
So
we can't even go there, Chris.
I guess I got to shut the video off now.
Yeah.
Okay, last one. Where can people learn more about Wisconsin Youth Company?
At our website, and we're also on Facebook. Website is wisconsonyouthcompany.org.
Great.
And we've got a photo gallery there. And
put right up on the screen there.
Yeah.
Yep.
And we try to update our photo galleries and put those up so you can see what our kids are doing. Whether it's just last week we had a theater immersion camp that had their final performance on Friday, and we've got circus immersion camp coming up. So
Great.
A lot of things happening.
A lot of really cool. Yeah, the circus thing.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
so in the gym, there's go ahead.
I just got a call that the big top tent is coming over today from storage, so we'll be putting up the tent.
That's going to be so much fun. So guys, definitely stay tuned. Be sure to follow them on Facebook. Check out their website and everything for pictures. There is really a lot of cool stuff going on, and I am thrilled to be here in Wisconsin. So glad to have made it this far.
This is an incredible journey you're on, Chris, and we just appreciate you being here.
Absolutely. I appreciate you taking the time this morning to spend with me. And again, add me on Snapchat. Check out the Facebook page for much more from Wisconsin Youth Company. Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you, Chris.
It's been a pleasure.
Great.